Should I just follow the signs for traitorous double agent dead drop?
I'll transmit the decoy points. The real drop-off is in the Okara droid factory.
Oh, and the probe droids, Master Newman. Don't forget the probe droids.
Right. If you see a probe droid, take it down before it can transmit, or you'll have half a division on you. Once you find the drop in the Okara droid factory, leave the payment and pick up the data file Golden left.
Tanto Suzuka neko higa, ganoli. Mama oto chako ga hutapawa to bampawula.
Manuk Marakanaja, Ki Namabam, Yak Manala, Mem Amak Kupkap, Kramanik, Umnug Kiga Mayamak. Raga Memua Inu Bunyan, Kemapa Amkanamia.
That's the problem with the military. Some clueless captain makes a mess, then he expects you enlisted guys to clean it up.
Bulmogala Apayang. Nilama ini amka amgap. Nayanam ramkam. Kala amka mani mani. Libikbak. Nikag agak kip debab. Naya amgam barakeki.
Dying wasn't on my agenda for today.
Memgam gamgi niya kekuan. Amner na harnak. Mem amak kupkap. Kramanik. Umnug Kiga Mayamak. Manuk Marakanaja, Ki Namabam, Yak Manala.
It's been a while since I broke a sweat. Might be fun.
Bulmogala Apayang. Nilama ini amka amgap. Raka kalam kala. Ninyak oramagyang megik. Laporam amka, mamni nikag, nagnaya mamni kamgam.
Mayday! Mayday! Can anyone read me? Comms blocked. That blasted satellite wasn't enough to shoot me down. The Empire's on the ground already. They'll search the ship and find the intel. I'm blasting the intel out with the garbage. That ought to keep the Imperials busy. The intel's away. I'm going down.
This is Imperial property. Freeze!
If I listen, does that mean you won't shoot me? Because that seems out of character.
Good point. Don't we usually shoot them anyway?
Shut up! Spar, you take point here. Try to take them alive.
You didn't say please. You want to take out the rest of these idiots? We need to talk privately. I'll let you take credit here. These aren't bodies I need on my name.
Next time you want to talk, try a comm link.
Your desires are not the point. I want access to Moff Tyrek, and I'll pay any price you name to get it. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
That sounds even more embarrassing when you say it.
That's who your delivery is for. Imperial Moff Tyrek, commander of the 63rd Armored Infantry Division. If he's working for the Resistance, I want to know why.
Let's get back to that pay any price part.
I will give the Republic all I know of the Empire's plans here, as payment for Moff Tyrek.
I could see things your way.
For the right money.
My money is gone, and all I have to trade is information. Think about it and contact me later. For now, I'm gonna stay out of sight.
Commander Maydeen, I've recovered your intel. The agent didn't make it.
Even so, that's the best news I've gotten in a while. There's enough data here to build another satellite system. It's all in Belmore in shorthand. Looks like the system's operated by the Hawkeye techs. The Hawkeyes are the best technicians on Belmora. To control the satellite system, we'll need their help.
Just tell me where the action is.
Most of the Hawkeyes are stationed at the satellite control tower, but there's one we might be able to reach. Ian Sarkis. I recognize the name. He's young, but brilliant. Bit of a wisecracker.
I'd say he's met his match.
On that, we agree. Sarkis works at a well-armed auxiliary satellite station used to spy on the locals. There's an armory on site, and plenty of Imperial troops. He reports to one of the Empire's best, Admiral Rezair. No wonder they've got control.
That sounds like first-hand experience talking.
Fighting the Admiral's like going up against a Durasteel wall. I don't advocate wholesale slaughter, but this whole plan goes belly up if Admiral Rezair finds out. Do what you have to, and get Sarkis back to the shuttle pad. He'll tell us where to go from there.
I'll be there as quick as I can.
I'll be standing by.
Oh dear, Captain. I cannot say how relieved I am to see you. After you left, Master Newman went to meet with some resistance fighters and he never made it back.
Is it true the payment was for an Imperial Moff?
What were... Oh, yes, the double agent. Moff Tyrak, indeed. You seem to be in one piece, so I trust that went well. Great sakes! I've just intercepted an Imperial data stream. A foot patrol caught Master Newman and the others. They're taking them to Camp Vigil.
I'm guessing that's not a let's sleep under the romantic moonlight sort of camp.
Camp Vigil is Balmora's most notorious prison camp, set up by the Void Wolf himself. Master Newman has a pair of field disruptors he intended to use to break our people out. If you were to smuggle them to him now, he could stage a massive prison break from inside. The Empire would be humiliated.
I don't suppose this prison has a convenient back entrance? Laundry service? Offsite catering?
Master Newman has cultivated contacts among those Camp Vigil guards with weaknesses for stims and other restricted imports. If you make his deliveries to the corrupt guards, you should be able to gain access to the camp, if not the prison itself.
These guys are probably trying to hide their habits, right?
I'll give you IDs on the guards, and we'll hide the field disruptors in your clothes. And you're ready to go. Just head for Sobrik. Camp Vigil is just inside. I believe Private Wick's on duty at the entrance tonight. I'm sure you'll find a way to convince him to let you in.
I think I figured out why we get along so well, Captain. We're both restless people. It's how we survive. Trouble loves us, and we just keep on moving. Eventually Trouble gets tired of following and gives up.
I'm the kind of trouble that never gets tired. Do yourself a favor, sweetheart. Stop running.
I don't have to run from you, Captain. A brisk walk is usually enough. There wasn't nearly enough trouble growing up on Dantooine. After being a crime lord's daughter, sitting around got dull real quick. I had a big library of holo recordings from my father, but I could only watch them so many times.
Never figured Nock for the sentimental type. He left you a bunch of hollows dispensing his life's wisdom?
If by wisdom you mean teaching me how to become a criminal, then yes. He was a good teacher. Very detail-oriented. By the time I was 14, I'd had enough. I buried Father's carbonite chamber someplace safe and hit the hyperlanes with a new identity. Those were good times. I met Juran and Adila, got mixed up with Beryl Thorne, lived a life of crime.
Every time I see some idiot scrubbing tables at a cantina, I think of how lucky I am.
Normal jobs are for people who aren't smart enough to earn a real living. I'm starting to enjoy these chats, but I'm feeling restless. Let's go find some trouble.
How do I change the power pack?
Excuse me, do you have any idea how to use this gun? I'm taking the fight to those Imperial scumbags. I owe it to my squadron.
Looks like you'll shoot yourself in the foot before you can do anything useful.
Maybe you're right. I mean, I only just got my stripes, but I have to do something. Now they're salvaging our flyers' databanks. They've got our weapons specs, orders, briefings, everything. I have to get those databanks back and take out those guns. Trouble is, the place is guarded by shock troops. Real hardcore fighters.
You got guts, I'll say that. No brains, but a lot of guts.
Thank you. I know there's a chance I'll die, but I have to do something. Still, since you're here, we could team up? What if you went in and took care of the vets, and I wait here to deal with any you flush out? That way we're all doing our bit.
You're about to see a real live hero in action.
I hope you're right. Just hurry. The Empire will fight to the last breath to keep those databanks. If they manage to decode them, mine won't be the last dead squadron.
Ian Sarkis?
That's me, and I'll help you with anything you want. Just don't shoot. I guess you must need me or the satellite system pretty bad.
I need you to get me control of the satellite system.
I'd consider that fair trade for a rescue. The Empire hasn't paid me since they took over. But if Admiral Rizair discovers you attacked this post just to get me out, he'll know the Republic's up to something. We'll have to make a few stops first so I can cover our tracks.
You're the scientist.
It's pronounced Hawkeye. Just get me where I need to go. I'll do the rest.
Sergeant Jolis, I have the databanks and all gun batteries are down.
That means I can get back up in the air again. Plus, I managed to pick off a few Imperials.
They must have been too busy running from me.
Maybe. They certainly looked scared. With those guns out of the way, we can get the fleet operational again. Payback time.
I was starting to get worried. There's a lot of Imperial movement going on up there.
Sarkis sabotaged a few things to keep him busy.
Ian Sarkis, sir. I left the Empire a few thank you presents for their hospitality.
That's our man. Can you get us control of Balmora's satellite system?
Not exactly, but I can shut it down, that's for sure.
What do you mean, not exactly?
I can get you one unauthorized command. Then the system will lock up, and it'll take the Hawkeyes weeks to detangle it.
That'll have to be enough. How do we make this happen?
The hack needs to be planted in the satellite control tower's main computers, right where Admiral Rizair and his men are stationed.
Does the Admiral have any other defenses?
Just his track record. Even in defeat, he always manages to strike the last blow.
Once the fight's over, just insert this disk into the main control console. It'll upload the hack. I need to get to a computer. Thanks again for the rescue.
Taking down Admiral Rizair and his men is a tall order. Are you sure you're up to it?
I'll keep my eyes open.
Sarkis and I will wait for your signal. We'll be ready.
Mercenary, I have been authorized to contract your services for the Empire. Imperial Reconnaissance Unit IM-3. Several of my systems remain offline. I was attacked on patrol by the local resistance. We cannot underestimate these perfidious rebels. Our most recent defeat has given them a significant advantage.
Give me all the details.
I have located the crash site of Shadow Squadron. Poor, brave men. The transponders in the downed fighters continue to function. If properly decoded, the Resistance could use the transponders to track other Imperial ships and blast our noble pilots out of the sky.
A whole squadron. Pretty good for a bunch of farmers.
As if they could challenge the strength and might of the Imperial fleet alone. A Republic officer named Sergeant Darren is helping the Resistance. He is responsible for Shadowed Squadron's untimely demise. The transponders must not reach Sergeant Darren. They must be destroyed. I will recommend the fleet target his camp.
I'm itching for some live target practice.
Show the Republic our superior strength. Leave no survivors. The debris is spread across the area. I have uploaded the coordinates to your communicator. I will await further repairs. Long may we serve the Empire.
Sergeant Duran, I heard your team tracks Imperial ships. These transponders might help.
Kavachi uta kuga huta nupri da bumbaula. Kapuna maletuta ud mishka kabanutesime.
Umogala apayan. Nilama ini amka amga.
The Empire may be calling the shots at Okara now, but they don't own me. This is a golden opportunity.
Nibekap kamka, gakyam. Glak nimo amya galak.
Great. The Empire overruns my workplace and suddenly I'm a traitor. I'm in a perfect position to ruin their operations, but the Republic won't even hear me out.
Where exactly do you work?
The Okara droid factory, which the Empire controls now, not ideal employers. For the past few months, my factory's been putting together a massive shipment of battle droids for the Empire. In the interest of quality assurance, I developed a virus and uploaded it to one of the droids, just to see what would happen. The droid malfunctioned, violently. Now, imagine if we infected the entire shipment of droids with that virus.
The Empire would have a horde of rampaging battle droids to deal with.
An incident like that could shake the Empire's faith in droids altogether. It's just a matter of distributing the virus to all the units. We've been using special relay droids to upload all the necessary programming to the combat models. If we infect the relay droids, they should transmit the virus to the rest. I'd do it myself, but they're guarded by sentry drones. If you can get past those sentries and upload the virus, you'll corrupt thousands of the Empire's droids. Will you do it?
Just tell me where the action is.
Nulilak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok. Nikad agak kip debab. Naya amgam barakeki. Umogala apayan. Nilama ini amka amgap.
It's about time someone listened. Thank you.
Nulilak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok. Yang perlu amka. Kalami nayakira nebua ribok. Nanekari maraka amka. Jauk libik. Memarak nebab.
I'd hate to calculate the odds on this one.
Ibekap kamka. Gakyam. Glak nemo amya galak. Mem amak kupkap. Kramanik. Kiga mayamak. Kampedem ganam. Agiyang. Manik hikup bukam.
I just ran a full diagnostic on our droids. Looks like they've all been infected. They won't go ballistic until they've been shipped and deployed, but when they do, watch out, Imperials. This wouldn't have happened without your help. The Republic doesn't realize what you've done for them.
Will you continue working at the factory?
Assuming the Empire doesn't shut the factory down once those droids go haywire, yeah, I'll probably keep working there. So long as the Republic thinks I'm a traitor, the Empire will too. Might as well stick around, do some more damage.
Enough! This ends here. The Republic is clearly desperate, but I never thought they would send a civilian.
1 second. I'm adding up how many Imperials I killed to get here.
You're going to die for a lost cause, my friend. The Empire controls Balmorra. The greatest weapons in the galaxy are now in the hands of its strongest power. If the Republic insists on fighting those odds, Balmorra will suffer for it.
With the Empire gone, Balmora will thrive.
As if we would leave it to you before destroying it.
One satellite defense system, courtesy of me. How's that for the rookie, Hawkeyes? Guys, tell me the other Hawkeyes are just ignoring me.
It's just me and a bunch of dead Imperials.
Odd. The Hawkeyes don't leave their posts, unless it's to help nice people like you. Looks like the hack worked perfectly. I can get one command in before the system locks up. Just say the word and I'll... No, this can't be. The Hawkeyes are being executed. Admiral Rizier's orders.
Don't worry. A death mark's not a binding contract.
I can use the satellite system to locate their position. These orders are less than an hour old. If you hurry...
Sarkis, assault's already begun. There's an Imperial command compound. Can't locate. Destroying our defenses. Use the satellite system to find command. Shut down dispatch console. Mating out.
Well, I'm really torn up about a bunch of stuff being destroyed. But we're talking life or death here. We've only got one command. We have to use it to find the Hawkeyes.
Do it. I won't let innocent people die.
The Hawkeyes are being held in the Okara droid factory. We're lucky. That's not too far away. I brought down their biggest defenses with the turbo lasers, but there's still a lot of Imperials inside.
They'll clear out pretty fast when I show up.
I can't thank you enough. Now hurry.